The latest on the Padres manager search is nothing. Yeah. Right now, we are not hearing anything. Crickets. The Padres are expected to name their manager before Thanksgiving. The latest report was from Kevin Acee, I think the morning that we learned Peter Seidler passed away. So last Tuesday. I'm going to remember that day for the rest of my life. That was posted at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We learned around 10 a.m. that Peter had passed away. So the update there was Phil Nevin was gaining momentum, like maybe he's the favorite. Him and Schilt. Benji Gill not believed to be in the running. Flaherty probably not ready yet, is what the update there was. We haven't heard from Dennis Lin, haven't heard from AC, Casavell, Rosenthal, anyone about the Padres search. So the longer that this goes on makes me believe that it's not going to be Mike Schilt. I'd be surprised if it's Ryan Flaherty now. I'd be surprised if it's Benji Gill. I would not be surprised if it's Phil Nevin, because maybe the Padres can find a way to keep everyone else on the coaching staff with Phil Nevin being the manager. And Preller, he can have his shoes, what's the saying? Socks knocked off, socks knocked off, I think. It can happen, right? Hasn't that happened with past manager searches? Andy Green comes in or Jace Tingler comes in. You think that there's a favorite, and then he goes in another direction. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if it's Phil Nevin. And if it is Phil Nevin, I'm not going to be pissed off. I know there's going to be Padres fans that are going to be pissed off. I see it in the comments. Because they see, oh, what did he do with the Angels? Oh, didn't make the postseason. Okay, he's going to be bad with the Padres, which isn't necessarily true. I don't think, and I've said this before, I don't think that he was put in the best position to succeed there with the Angels. He was in a postseason spot, and then the best players on the planet got hurt. And he had to take over for Joe Madden for a team that wasn't that good. So, yeah, I want to see, I'd be interested in seeing what he can do with a talented Padres team. Now, this team might not have Juan Soto on it, but I think it's still going to be a talented team. Maybe Ha-Sung Kim's going to be on it. We'll see. He might get traded. Who knows? But Tatis is going to be here. Manny's going to be here. Bogarts is going to be here. I would think that Cronenworth's going to be here. Darvish, Musgrove, Suarez, Camposano. I think he can only, I hope he's going to keep getting better. Like, there's talent on this team. And the Padres, they're going to bring in talent in the rotation. Don't know who it's going to be, but there's talent in this organization. So I want to see what Phil Nevin can do with these players, with this talent. He's a former player. I think he lives in Poway. He would care about winning for this Padres team. I don't think he'd give up on the players in that clubhouse. I think that he would remain committed to this Padres team and want to try to win. He's played for this team. He played for a while for the Padres. He hit a lot of home runs for the Padres. He has coaching experience in the minors, in the majors, as a base coach, as a bench coach, as a manager. So I would not mind it if he ended up being the manager. I think you want passion. You want not letting things slide. I think that he checks those boxes. Now, Mike Schilt, you could say, checks some of those as well. Not wanting to let things slide. He has postseason experience in the big leagues as a manager. Isn't he kind of like Craig Counsell? Craig Counsell just got a ton of money from the Cubs, but he hadn't reached the World Series. Okay, Schilt hadn't reached the World Series, but same thing with Counsell. And everyone is drooling over Mike Counsell, over Craig Counsell. At least the Cubs were, right? One of the best managers in baseball. They're paying him like he's the best manager in baseball. So I would be fine with either of those.